The Southern California sun is starting to set as we welcome you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Walker Buehler, a Kentucky-born right-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Here it comes on 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Game time temperature tonight a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Now batting, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game. And you'll know early, if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Count is 1-2 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Now to the plate, Alex Verdugo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. To second for one.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Justin Turner. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that can swing the bat like Jock Peterson. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And again a throw. Oh, but the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. Once more a throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. And yet another throw over. And the runner back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Verdugo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Darvish pauses. Here it comes on 3-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Dodgers leave 1. We are still scoreless. Here's Javier Baez. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one. Driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. A ball and 2 strikes now. No one out with a runner at second. Sent on the ground out to second. Munson over to his left. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense.
And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He can play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Caratini, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Two and two to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Digging in now, Max Munson, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Back up the middle. Russell ranging to his right, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Kyle Schwarber. I'm sure if we were in the trust tree, he would still want to be behind the dish controlling this pitching staff. But he's gone to the outfield, worked his tail off, and he handles it adequately with a nice arm. And it's only going to get better with the more time he puts in out there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Matt Beatty goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Bottom of the second here with no score. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now, Yu Darvish. Ball 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. And this is lifted in the air out to left. Peterson has it in his sights. 1 away.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Addison.
Now in the box, Addison Russell. 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
lined into left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. In now, Austin Barnes, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So digging in now, Alex Verdugo, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
1-2.
The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. High pop up. Baez is there. And that retires the side. 1 left for LA. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off the ball.
Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 3-0 is in there for strike one. Rizzo stands at second with no outs. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Drilled on the ground is short. Hernandez ranges to his left. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Count remains 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 2-2 one more time. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Justin Turner, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Fastball right back to the mound. One there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. We'll see the man they call Cargo, Carlos Gonzalez, will lead it off when we return. Stepping into the box, Carlos Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bellinger ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The pitcher, number 11.
So here now is the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He flew out in his last at bat. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. The next 1-2 pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, second baseman.
At the plate, Addison Russell looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Two pitch is fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Next up for Los Angeles, Matt Beatty. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Full count still. The next 3-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Digging in to try it again, Kike Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. Tapped down the line. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave one. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Taken high and deep to right. Bellinger looking up. Gone! A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
He throws him on the fastball there. Chris Bryant becomes the first out of the inning. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger's on his horse. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he misses 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Another full count pitch home. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
That's center field number 27.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Verdugo. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. The 3-1. He pulls this one into right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Here's the 1 and 2. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So stepping in, Cody Bellinger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Max Munson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. It's 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2 and 2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Rizzo was there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Dylan Floro is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Liner toward right center, and there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Carlos Gonzalez. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
The pitcher, number 11, Yu Darvish.
The next Cub up, Yu Darvish. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, second baseman.
Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Popped him up. Hernandez moving to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Beatty, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he stretches out in left, but this is off his glove.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
1-1 is a ball down and away. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Beatty aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball even at 2-2. Seared down the first baseline to second for 1, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. No hits to this point. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And a slider gets away from him here, as it just about got him in the ankle.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. The tag, and he's safe. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Julio Urias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 7, Julio.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep last time up.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Kyle Schwarber goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. Bases are empty, one man out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Hit in the air to shallow center. Verdugo has it in his sights. And he makes the catch for the second out.
First baseman number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Popped him up. Munson's got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Score remains tied 1-1. Tyler Chatwood is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32.
So striding forward now, Alex Verdugo. He singled his last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Justin Turner is on deck. Down the first baseline. Rizzo is there, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner, so far 2 for 3 in this one. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Turner in front at 3 balls and a strike.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hard hit at third. The second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back to the show's presentation of Major League Baseball. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Here's Javier Baez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Bellinger is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Hit hard up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. Long throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no thanks.
Into the box, Carlos Gonzalez. Chasing after it is Verdugo. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. Albert Almora will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Caratini leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 1. Steve Cishek is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. So coming to the plate, Max Munson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Still 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Beatty.
Digging in once again, Matt Beatty. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and now the Dodgers are down to their final out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Standing in, Kike Hernandez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Ripped on the ground to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happen.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Tying run headed home. Now the relay home. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the bottom of the 9th.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Chris Taylor will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the 9th as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Ross Stripling takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. So in now for Chicago, Addison Russell. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Hernandez right there. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in.
Your attention, now pitching for Chicago, number 6.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Max Munson. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. And he struck him out, and the ball game is over as they get the possible tying run over to third, but can't get him across.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Steve Cishek pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Dodgers, 3 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.